I don't know what this place is. I don't think I can help you anymore.
Blood. Blood.
So, you are here at last. I must fulfill my part of the deal, just as I promised. This is yours. I know that somewhere in this place, there's a person who will be interested in it. Please, stop doing that. I have not done anything to you. Please, if you spare me, I will reward you. Me? There's little I can remember about myself. I can't really help you too much now. Please, have you met him? The intermediary of Labyrinthos? I think it would be really important for you to know him. You can find him at the back of the stairs, in the base of the tower.
Thank you. You freed him. This isn't much, but please, take it. It is my only possession.
You saved her. You really did. I will find a way to reward you. Believe me.
Hey, baby.
What?
Do you think that I technically count as an audiobook? Do you?
Oh, shut up.
Having problems trying to reach the other side of that bridge? I guess you should reactivate the ruined stones to make things easier for you. If you want to do it, you should go back to the entrance of this chamber and go down. It's a little tricky to find the floor, but you should be able to do it. There you'll find something to help you.
This place is full of darkness. Its mere nature constricts me. I don't think I can help you too much here. But don't let your guard down. There's one thing that I can assure you. The messengers of this area are much more powerful than the ones in the lower floors. Sorry, I can't give you more advice here. Be careful.
The children ran into the darkness. Neither of them looked back. Even if they didn't understand what was happening, both knew that they should not stop running. They were just kids who had the misfortune of being born into war-torn times. The little girl, completely terrified, was trembling, and her older brother held her hand tightly. He would not let it go for anything in the world. Plunged into darkness, both continued to advance through the rubble for what seemed like hours. When they reached the top of the hills, the first rays of sun began to illuminate the dark horizon, showing a nightmarish vision. Everything around them was completely destroyed, and thousands of bodies were scattered as far as the eye could see. And then, for the first time in his life, the boy heard them. The broken cries of thousands of people began to rise from the silence. A terrible and agonizing sound, as if the whole world were shaking with terror. Slowly, countless shadows emerged from the dead bodies, rising on the horizon like a dark tide. Such a demented spectacle would have driven even the sanest men mad, but the boy, Malekith, remained completely calm, gently covering his sister's head to keep her from witnessing such a scene. And there, beyond the darkness formed by all those souls, something was staring back at him.
see you. Go away, Ergo. Escape now.
Come on. Not him.
You can't fight me. You are too weak now. Let me show you. Impressive, yet fertile. You can't win, Ergo. As I am fear darkness, and you will fall.
That really hurt.
Look on the bright side. You aren't unconscious. This time.
You think you're funny? Hate to break it to you, but you're just a sad monster, not a comedian. Do you know what the hell that was?
That guy. His name is Malekith, the Lord of Nightmares. I know him. This is going to be a real pain in the ass. His power's first rate. You should be careful. Don't treat him like the others.
Whatever. There's no turning back now. Are we in some kind of sewer?
I think that it is a little more complex than that. This is the labyrinth that spreads underneath the city, the place where all the waste of the nightmares go. But it doesn't matter. You were right after all. There is no turning back now.
What was that? Did you see it?
Sadly, yeah.
Malekith smiled as he walked through the cathedral. The pieces were already perfectly poured. The only thing left to do was to start the final game. Everything he did over the past many decades was aimed at this moment, and it was about to end. Once outside, he looked at his forces, extending across the horizon. Someone like him, who was born with nothing, had achieved what no other being in the world's history could even dream: to unify all the forces of Gaia under his command. Now he controlled the largest armies on the continent, and even kings and emperors followed his instructions. Contemplating that breathtaking spectacle, Malekith could not help but remember the price he had to pay to get there. He had paved his way with the blood of friends and enemies, becoming both a savior and a monster. All that for a promise, for the hand that he was forced to let go. Now the fate of all rested on his shoulders. There was one last battle to win. One battle which would allow him to see the world change. Malekith walked forward, and thousands of troops stepped aside in unison to make way. And so the greatest general of all time advanced towards his destiny.
Run! Go back to the light!
What is that thing? That huge mass of darkness?
That's a fragment of Malekith, a guardian made by a shard of his conscience. In this place, he is like a god. We can't fight him here. The darkness would devour us. We need to find his real body if we want to stand a chance.
And what will happen if it finds us?
Let's use the light. We will be safe inside. Or at least I hope so.
Malekith opened his eyes with difficulty. The indescribable pain he felt made him understand that, at least for a few minutes, he was still alive. Over his shoulder was a black bird, pecking him over and over, trying to wrest a piece of flesh from the wounds of his neck. With blood running down his face, he looked around and saw a gruesome spectacle that made him recall his childhood. Swarming as far as he could see were hundreds of thousands of corpses, with countless crows feeding on them. Malekith grabbed his head and began to laugh. First, the sound came out as a silent whisper from his throat, but soon, his laughter was so loud that the crows around him fled aghast. Finally, he understood. Destiny itself, the same one that reserved for him the greatest role ever in history, had again played its cards in the most ironic way. The child who was born with nothing had gotten everything. He had won the battle that could not be won. But despite his victory, in the end he would die, without being able to see the very world that he had changed. With a laughter that could not conceal his disdain, Malekith cursed the heavens, cursed hell, and forsook his own existence. And once again, as he had done decades ago, he heard the screams he had long forgotten. Like when he was a child, Malekith looked directly into the darkness, but this time he did not avert his gaze. His sister was not with him anymore. He had nothing left. "I am the world," the voice in the dark said, "the world that mankind desired." It kept whispering those words in Malekith's ear until he expired. I feel something behind this seal.
Shit! Run! Oh, come on, baby. Is this the fastest you can go? We need to book it.
I wish I could simply put a zipper in your mouth.
Shit! Run! Oh, come on, baby. Is this the fastest you can go? We need to book it.
I wish I could simply put a zipper in your mouth. In that moment, all the crows rushed towards him, wrapping his body as if they were going to devour it. Their cries were so deafening and their movements so frantic that rather than a flock of birds, they seemed an immense mass of living darkness. The battlefield was filled with feathers, falling from the sky like black rain. Anything they touched changed, as if they were opening a door to a world full of shadows. And then, out from the flock, came something darker than any abyss. With a gesture, the bird spread across his back, taking the form of 2 huge black wings that covered the sky. Malekith looked at the heavens and opened his arms. What was left of him was not even a mortal creature anymore. In that broken carcass, there was only fear and nightmares. An ultimate horror that even shadows would learn to fear. The Prince of Crows toyed with his fingers in the air. Each of his gestures drew dark, twisted shapes. With a mixture of boredom and disgust, he rose from his throne and walked down the silent hall towards the large balcony. Around him were hundreds of living nightmares, who bowed and retreated from their master's way. Malekith watched the horizon. Before him was the city of Graven, a majestic and unlimited metropolis like no other in the whole world. Built on a nexus between the darkest dreams and reality, every night it was visited by hundreds of thousands of dreamers. People who, without realizing it, had become its residents. Over the course of 7 centuries, Graven had grown to become the largest core of dark power of the Wake, the City of Nightmares. Malekith insinuated something like a faint smile. All that laid before him were his absolute domains. They were part of him, feeding his powers and making him the greatest of the Lords of Nightmares. Soon he would manifest Graven on Gaia, extending his influence into the real world. Soon, he would be a god made of dreams and darkness. Soon, he would obtain everything, and he would see the world changing before his eyes.
He's here.
How can.
We need.
Come out wherever you are. Come out wherever you are. Come out wherever you are. It will be over soon. It will be over soon. I can feel you, Ergo. Come out wherever you are. I know you are near, little rabbit. Come out wherever you are. It will be over soon. I know you are near, little rabbit. Come out wherever you are. It will be over soon. Come out wherever you are. Come out wherever you are. Come out wherever you are. Come out wherever you are.
Two more. One more.
Ergo Mondes, this is an unpleasant surprise. Welcome to my realm.
Malekith? Hey, buddy! Long time since we've seen each other. I guess you're doing great with that cool city you were building last time.
You were great once, Ergo. I respected you. You were a prideful, crazy bastard, fun enough to challenge the whole existence. I even remember that I wondered if, for the first time, I was in front of something greater than myself. But now, look at you. A mere chained dog,
A tool following another person's will. Not even a shadow of yourself.
Oh, come on. I've heard this story a lot lately. Too much even for me. I didn't know what was happening at the time, and it's not my fault that I can't die.
Ergo, there are times in which death is a much more appropriate ending for a story.
Stop this charade. Don't talk like you're better than him. You're just a monster that feeds on others' fears.
Oh, the owner protects its pet. You think that you are better than me? That I don't know your story, what you fear? The voices that you hear when you close your eyes?
Shut up.
Fine, I didn't mean to mess with your mistress. You know the rules of this place, don't you? Winner takes all. So, have you come to kill me?
More or less. It's kind of complicated. But I guess you should be used to that sort of thing. After all, you are a big evil bastard yourself. Honestly, I thought that you would be out there, killing the rest of the club.
I won't. I hate it when others try to tell me what I should do. Even to obtain power. I am fear, Ergo. I am the shadow that lurks in everyone's mind. I am nightmare itself. I don't need more power.
I'm beginning to get tired of all this talking. How about we start going wild?
You mean something like a you kill me or I kill you type of scenario? No, old friend. This will not even be a fight. It'll be...
You are so damn right.